All right, everyone, new location for the vlog here at Hollywood Park. We're going to play a little PLO mix, which is half PLO high and half PLO high low. So let's get into it. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video as I'm going to be going over my results for the limping strategy that I've used in the last bunch of videos. Most of the hands I play in this session are going to be PLO high only, and that's the case here. When I look down at ace 10, 8-5, single suited on the button, there's one limp to me. I also limp. Small blind makes it 15, one call to me, and I call. So we're going three ways to a flop. Flop comes 8-4-3, all clubs. Checks to me, I bet 20, and only the small blind makes the call. So we're going heads up to a turn. Turn brings another 8. Now he leads for 40, and I make the call. So we're still going heads up to a river. River brings a 5. My opponent bets 100. I push over the top. He quickly makes the call. I turn over my hand, and he ends up turning over 5-5-4 and mucks his fourth card. So we're going to take it down here. Here, look down at ace, queen, jack 10, single suited under the gun. I make it 15. Player to my left calls and everyone else folds. So we're going heads up to a flop. Flop comes queen, 9-7, rainbow. I bet 20 and my opponent calls. So we're going heads up to a turn. Turn brings a 10. I check and my opponent checks back. So still going heads up to a river. River brings a 5. I bet 25 and my opponent folds. So we take it down. In this hand, we're playing Omaha high-low. I look down at ace, king, 7-4, double suited on the button. There's one limper, I limp, both the blinds complete, and we're going four ways to a flop. Flop comes king, jack 2 with 2 diamonds. Checks to me, I bet 10. Player to my left calls, and everyone else folds. So we're going heads up to a turn. Turn brings a 3 of diamonds, bringing in the front door flush. My opponent checks, and I check back. So still going heads up to a river. River brings a 5 of diamonds, now giving me the wheel, which is also the nut low. My opponent checks, I bet 25, and he quickly makes the call. I turn over my hand, and we're good. Here, look down at ace, 7-5, single suited in the hijack. There are a couple limpers to me. I make it 25. Player to my left calls, and one of the limpers calls. So we're going three ways to a flop. Flop comes 3-2-2, rainbow. Checks to me, I bet 45, and only the player to my left calls. So we're going heads up to a turn. Turn brings another 2. I decide to check as I don't think I can get 3 streets of value from a lower pocket pair, and my opponent checks back, so we're still going heads up to a river. River brings another 2. I bet 85. My opponent thinks a bit and makes the call. I turn over my hand. He ends up turning over pocket 8s and mucking the other 2 cards, so we're going to take it down here. Here we're playing some high-low. I look down at ace, jack 10-9, single suited in the cutoff. There's a middle position open to 15. I call, the button calls, and Todd and the big blind call, so we're going four ways to a flop. Flop comes 6-5-4 with 2 diamonds. Todd in the big blind now bets 15. One caller to me, I call, and the button also calls. So we're still going four ways to a turn. I don't play high-low too often, but I figured because there was a couple other players in the hand that even for me going for half the pot, it's still a decent call with, the nut flush draw. But I'm sure there's some more experienced high-low players that might tell me otherwise, so definitely comment down below. Turn brings a 3 of diamonds, bringing in the front door flush. Todd now pots it to 120. Folds to me, I make the call, and the button gets out of the way, so heads up to a river. River brings a king. Todd quickly pushes for his remaining $80. I make the call, and he turns over ace, king, 6-2, so he has the nut low and the second nut flush, and we're going to chop it up here. Just wanted to mention that Hollywood Park is running a PLO tournament this weekend. It's a $40,000 guarantee, $300 buy-in with an optional $200 add-on. Let me know if you're interested. Nick, who's the host of the game, informed me that all of the viewers will get 10% off. So if you're interested, comment down below. Here, look down at king, king, 9-8, double suited on the button in a straddled pot. Under the gun limps, folds to me, I make it 45. Small blind makes the call over to Todd in the straddle, who pushes for 180. I decide to repot it just to isolate the straddler, and the small blind gets out of the way, so we're going heads up to a run out. I just turned over my hand before the flop even came out, but it comes out ace 9-9 with 2 diamonds. Turn brings a 4, river brings a 6, and Todd mucks his hand, so we're going to take it down here. Here we're playing some high-low. I look down at ace, king, 9-3, double suited on the button in a straddled pot. There are a couple limpers to me. I limp, small blind and big blind call, straddler checks, and we're going 6 ways to a flop. Flop comes queen, 8-5, rainbow. Checks to a middle position player who bets 20. One caller to me, I call, and the small blind call. So we're going four ways to a turn. Turn brings a 7 of diamonds, bringing in the backdoor flush draw, now giving me also the second nut low. Small blind only has 160 left. He pots it for 140. Everyone folds over to me, and I don't know if my ace 3 is any good. I certainly could be live on the flush, but after thinking for a bit, I ended up folding. Let me know what you guys think about this. Here we're playing some high-low. I looked down at queen 4-3-2 single suited. It was a 4-way limit pot going to a flop of ace 7-4 with 3 spades. I bet 10. Middle position now min raises to 20. folds back to me and I make the call. So we're going heads up to a turn. Turn brings a queen, I check, my opponent bets 30 and I make the call. So we're going heads up to a river. River brings an 8, which doesn't change anything. I still have the nut low with the second nut flush. I bet 100 and my opponent just makes the call. I turn over my hand and he turns over ace 10, 3, 2. So he has the same low as me and we're getting 3/4. Here look down at ace, king, queen, 9, double suited on the button. Folds to the cutoff who makes it 15. I 3-bet to 50. Small blind and the cutoff make the call. So we're going 3 ways to a flop. Flop comes 10, 7, 6 rainbow. Small blind puts everything in the middle for about 130. Cutoff quickly shoves over the top and I fold. The player that was previously on my left is now on my right. Here I look down at ace, ace, 8, 6, single suited in the small blind in a straddled pot. There is one limper over to the button who makes it 40. I call and there are 2 other callers. So we're going 4 ways to a flop. Flop comes ace, 3, 3 rainbow. I check over to the original raiser who bets 40. I just call and both the other opponents get out of the way. So we're going heads up to a turn. Turn brings a 10, I check, and my opponent checks back. So still going heads up to a river. River brings a queen, can't slow play anymore. I bet 145, and let's listen to the audio here of my opponent thinking about his decision.
Did you flop it? You flopped the full house? Huh? Was that a yes? No? You don't want to say anything, huh? Well, you're gonna make money with me then. You don't want to say nothing. You should have said something. You got pocket aces?
Yeah.
Nice.
My opponent ends up turning over queen, queen, jack 10, and we're getting a double up here. Here we're playing some high-low. I look down at ace, 8, 4, 2, single suited in the cutoff. There are a couple limpers. I make it 20. Over to under the gun, who recently just sat down at the table. He has $200 total. He makes it 75. Over to the middle position player, who's actually Robert Turner. Among his accolades are creating PLO, and he actually also created Live at the Bike. Really nice guy. He also makes the call, and I call as well. So we're going 3 ways to a flop. Flop comes king, queen, 10 with 2 spades. Both my opponents check to me, and here obviously don't really have anything besides my spade draw, but a lot of times players are going to re-raise you in high-low with a low-only hand, you know, like such as ace 2, 3, 4, ace 2, 3, 5, hands like that. So I just decided to pot it and put pressure on the other opponents. You know, the other guy only has 125. Robert has a little bit less than him, and both my opponents fold, so we take it down. All right, guys, these are the results of the new limping strategy. So 1325 was vlog 77. Didn't vlog that one, won 1100. Didn't vlog this one, which I won 1,000 in at Lake Elsinore. This was the death flip vlog. I won 397, but in order to make it more accurate, I took out the $800 I won on that death flip. And then it's going to be followed up by a couple small wins of 365 and just above break even at 35. This was the last vlog, vlog 79, 1505 win, followed up by a loss of 644. And total gives us a profit of 4309 over a period of under 3 weeks. Played 8 sessions, won 7 of them, and here's some other results off of the Run Good app. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Here look down at ace 10, 9, 8, single suited on the button. There are a couple limpers. I make it 20 and there are 2 callers, so we're going 3 ways to a flop. Flop comes king 9-3 with 2 diamonds. Both my opponents check to me. I c-bet 35 and both players fold, so we take it down. Here look down at ace 8-6, single suited under the gun. I make it 15 and there are 5 callers, so we're going 6 ways to a flop. Flop comes king 7-5 with 2 spades. Checks to me. I bet 40. My opponent to my left, his name is DJ. Really cool guy. He's based out of Texas, but he actually works for a retail merchandising company. So he's in the LA area for a couple months. He pushes for 50. Everyone else folds, and of course I make the call. So we're going heads up to a run out. Turn brings a 2. River brings a 10. DJ turns over ace 10-10-9. He flopped the nut flush draw and rivered the set, and he's going to take it down here. Shortly after that hand, I actually met Don. He had messaged me on Instagram a couple weeks ago telling me about the game, so it was great meeting him, and I really appreciate him letting me know about the PLO mix game. Definitely had a lot of fun, played for a little bit over 8 hours, and decided to rack up. What's up guys, Wayne back here with you. So today I was in for 300, out for 955, so profit of 655. If you haven't already done so, check out the previous episode. I'll link it up here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.